Wow. So you see this and this? Oh yes, baby. I'm gonna be using and comparing this concealer to this concealer with the shade and Illuminate from Tom Ford. I'm excited. This looks really, really good. Chanel just launched a new concealer from the Sublimage line, Le Correcteur YEUX. It comes in 10 different shades, made in France with a 12-month shelf life, $95, which makes it one of the most expensive concealers on my collection, alongside with the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate concealer, which happens to be one of my favorite concealers. And today I'm going to give you a review and a full day wear test on this concealer, which it has amazing claims that to me sound like I have an angel just singing on my ear. Mostly for a person like me, I'm on my 4th floor, meaning I'm over 40 years old. So some of the claims are here are very promising. One of them, it is supposed to have a smoothing and plumping effect under your under eye area. Also, it's supposed to act as a color corrector to really help with the dark under eye circles. And as you can tell, my friends, my dark under eye circles are terrible, are horrible, and I need all the help right here. So all of those things sound great to me. Not only that, it's supposed to have a radiant finish with a little bit of a luminous effect, which is something that actually kind of, I don't know, it kind of gave me the vibe of the Tom Ford description in a way. It is also supposed to be hydrating. And if you're not familiar with the Sublimage line from Chanel, it is the highest of their skincare line. Their key ingredient is that vanilla planifolia, which is an antioxidant ingredient. So the Sublimage line is based on anti-aging. Is like the top tier line for Chanel, the most expensive one and also the most research one. And in fact, one of my most favorite foundations from Chanel is that Sublimage Essence du Teint, which is the one that I'm wearing today. By the way, I will be leaving all these details in the description box below, along with the links for your convenience if you want to see, you know, where to get these products. Talking about products, really quick, when I'm uploading this video, Chanel has launched their holiday tweed gift sets. So I already have a separate video telling you which sets come with what. So all of that is launching today. Also, today I'm going to try this here on camera is the COCO Mademoiselle Chanel. This is the Pearly Body Gel, a limited edition body gel for this holiday season. We're going to dive into that in a little later. But yes, all of those products are going to be available today, again, on the description box below. And if you're curious about the holiday makeup collection from Chanel, again, I do have already a review up on my channel, actually 2 reviews. Okay, friends, so let's go for this baby right here. It comes in this cellophane wrap. I got it in the shade 40 and it comes with 10 grams of product, which I think is very generous because if we go to the Chanel concealer, this comes with 7.5 grams of product. Say, for example, the new one from Charlotte Tilbury, 7.2 grams of product. And if we talk about the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate, the concealer, this comes with 0.18 fluid ounces, which is half the amount that you receive on this new Sublimage concealer from Chanel. This one comes with 0.35 ounces. There you have it. And when you open it up, you can see there is a little brush right here, which is typical for Chanel. And I don't know if I mentioned it to you or not, but I picked up the shade 40 because most of my foundations on Chanel, they are the shade 40. And I like my concealer to be just perhaps 1 dot lighter. Oh, I really like this blush. It looks like a finger. Kind of similar to the one from Pat McGrath, but this one is more fluffy, not as dense and as pointy. This one is like the bristles are well packed. This one is not. Then you get also a little spatula because this concealer, I mean, as you were able to tell by the packaging, it comes in a little jar, which reminds me to the original Sublimage foundation. It comes with a black cap with the gold logo. Well, it's not really black. It's kind of like very dark brown, almost black. Let's just open it up. I have this little lid right here. Okay, from the get-go, I'm telling you that I knew I was not going to like really the way that this concealer is supposed to be dispensed, but nonetheless, we're gonna try it. I'm just gonna apply a little bit right here. Okay, the consistency is creamy, is thick, and I can tell that it has a medium to full coverage. It's creamy, and it does have a little bit of this peach undertone. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the concealer, the main concealer from Chanel, and this one is also in the peach tone. Oh, okay, they are very much alike. I'm also going to swatch the Tone 4 Shade and Illuminate concealer just to give me an idea on terms of consistency. Okay, very alike in consistency. The Shade and Illuminate concealer that I have is not as peachy as these two. And then I'm gonna swatch the new Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer by Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, this is lighter weight. Yeah, this has a lighter weight. And since I have you right here, I'm gonna swatch the Sublimage Essence de Teint foundation in the shade B40, so that way you can get an idea of what's the difference on the shade. Okay, it's super more lightweight and definitely not as peach as the concealer itself. Going with the spatula and just taking a little bit of the product. Just gonna take a couple dots. Now using this brush, I'm just gonna start wow. So you see this and this? No way. This is definitely full coverage. I'm speechless. 2 dots, super thin. I can tell it's hydrating. I'm gonna build it up just a little. You see this tiny little amount right here? Just gonna take it with my finger. Let me tell you from the get-go, I dislike very much the way to apply this concealer. It's not my favorite way. But let's see how it works. And I'm just building it up. Okay, the match is perfect for me. I'm so happy I got the same shade as my foundation. And this concealer, like I said, it comes in 10 different shades, and there are shades that have a yellow undertone, a peach undertone, also those shades that have the red undertone, which I think, it's across the board is very well balanced. You have one that is very fair and one that is fairly deep too, which I'm happy to report. It's not that all the shades are light and there's nothing in between the medium and there's nothing on the deeper shades. No, you have a good spread of shades. I feel it's luminous but not so illuminating. It's more skin-like more than anything. What I'm gonna do for this video is I'm gonna compare it to the Chanel concealer, the one that comes in this tube right here. That way you can see the difference. And to be fair, I'm gonna apply it with a brush. Now this one is by Pat McGrath though. And remember that when you use a brush, when applying your concealer, it's gonna give you more coverage than if you use a sponge, because the sponge will, no matter what, absorb a little bit of the product. Also, depending if you have a damp, it will give you a little bit more hydration from the beginning. Okay, definitely with this one, you can see this is illuminating. This one right here, it covered the under eye circle, but it's not as illuminating as this one. Okay, let's try a little bit more just to be fair. Just 2 dots, same thing as I did on the other side. And by the way, if you're new here to my channel, I film in natural light, and the camera that I'm using right now is 4K, so it should give you a lot of details in terms of finish and how are my under eye circles and all that. really good coverage. This one is coverage, illuminating. Oh, okay, friends. You know, well, if you're new here to my channel, you may not know, but usually I do not set my concealer. And I know you're going to tell me, well, that is going to set the concealer for failure because it's going to no matter what crease. Okay, got you on that. But what happened is, in a day-to-day basis, when I'm out and about, when I'm not in front of a camera, I don't use a setting powder that much, only if I need it, only if I know that it's gonna be super hot, that I'm gonna be all day long, you know, wearing the makeup and whatnot. I even have here my Chanel loose powder that I absolutely love, but just for this review, I'm gonna use it as is, okay? I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna give you a couple check-ins throughout the day with my cell phone camera, then I will give you my final thoughts, and we will see how this concealer wears. Let's do that. And before I leave, here are the concealers. So we have the new Sublimage concealer, this other Chanel concealer right here, then Tom Ford Radiant Concealer by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade 8. By the way, the shade number of the Tom Ford, it is 2W1 Taupe, this one right here. And then this one is Chanel's Sublimage L'Essence du Teint Foundation in the shade B40. So there you have it. Okay, Kill Me. I was applying actually my bronzer and I decided to remove the concealer on this side. Yes, yes, yes. Because you know what? This concealer wasn't giving me illumination. It was just giving me, you know, coverage, just like any other concealer. So, oh yes, baby. I'm gonna be using and comparing this concealer to this concealer with the Shade and Illuminate from Tom Ford. Let's do this. Although it's gonna be a different shade. This is a little bit more yellow, the one that I have. You know what? Let's be fair, because both of them are illuminating and both of them are high-end, kind of the same price range. So let's just be fair, right? Let's just be fair. And just like I did with the other one, 2 more dots. What do you think? This is more illuminating, it seems like, than this one. But at the same time, I feel like this one does have more coverage and it's a little bit more blurring. Just saying. I will continue with my makeup and then I will give you a couple check-ins. Amazing. Simply amazing. I cannot see even that slight translucency. You know, sometimes certain concealers, when they say they are illuminating, what they do to darken their eye circles is that they sometimes translate to give this gray cast to those darkened eye circles. And this one doesn't. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit extra dewy, but it's kind of warm, or at least I feel myself warm. It's not hot outside, but I just feel extra warm and I have been doing so many things. But as you can tell, the one from Chanel is staying fairly well. It is radiant, definitely is radiant. Remember, I haven't powder and it's non-creasing, but it does have more coverage than the one from Tom Ford. I think it's doing an excellent job at covering and it's not creasing. I mean, like these fine lines, every concealer, if you don't set it, no matter what, is gonna kind of gather a little bit on those fine lines, and that's super normal. I have tried to do not pat it with my finger, but it's something that it is just normal. But creasing are those concealers that really make you look cakey, that actually show age you, that they give you more fine lines that you actually have. And both of them, they don't do that. As you can tell, it looks fairly good, and I'm sure if you powder it, it's gonna be incredible, like super beautiful. And yeah, this is how everything is looking like. I mean, fairly good. I will give it perhaps 2 more hours after this, and then I will give you a final check-in, so stay tuned for that. Okay, my friends, here to my final check-in. It has passed already 8 hours since I have applied these 2 concealers. And let me tell you, I think you can really see that with the Tom Ford one, although the coverage is really good, you can now see my dark under eye circles peeking through, while the one from Chanel, oh wow, it has to stay fairly good. I mean, there is definitely some wear, and you can tell right there that there's some wear, but there's not creasing or too much gathering of product. I mean, either way, but definitely the one from Chanel is a little bit more long lasting, more long wearing, more brightening, and a little bit more smooth than the one from the Tom Ford. I never thought I was going to say that, because Tom Ford has been one of my top favorite ones for a long time, and I will still recommend it. Honestly, this one right here is first impression. I have to try it in different days and whatnot, but I'm very impressed. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what lipstick I have on right now, I will be leaving again everything on the description box below, but I went ahead and applied this new Rouge Allure Lac from the holiday collection of Chanel in Rouge Mystery. I just applied it right now. It's a beautiful color, by the way. But anyhow, I feel like it's looking super nice. And another thing to consider too is that although 95 may seem steep, you're getting a good amount of product. I mean, we're talking about, this is 10 grams of product. Typically you get 7 grams of product, so you're getting 3 more grams of product. But if you compare with the one from Tom Ford, you're getting pretty much double the size, which that is substantial. You know, talking about, again, these are, I'm pretty sure these are my most expensive concealers on my collection. So anyhow, food for thought right there. But other than that, one thing I dislike very much this kind of packaging, because I already have a mess on the cap. I also, on the craziness, I forgot this lid right here outside, and part of it has dried out, so it's just a little bit messy, and I just don't like that they decided to put it on a pot. I would have rather seen it in something like this, in a doe foot applicator. Although I have to tell you that I love the brush. Although I like this a lot, it's very dense and packed, and it's really good. I mean, it gets to the divot. It's one of my favorite brushes. But this one, for some reason, it is kind of, again, that same kind of like finger-like shape of brush, but because it's not so dense, it spreads a little bit more smooth, the concealer. And also this type of concealer is a little bit more creamy, a little bit thicker, so you don't need a lot too. You were able to see that with 3 dots, and if I wanted to add coverage, 2 more dots, that was it. I mean, you don't need a lot, so I'm sure this will last me for a long time. So I think the value is there in those terms. Now, in terms of like a skincare, I don't know. I mean, like a skincare, I mean, like I will have to obviously use it like every day to see any type of, you know, results. But let's be honest, I also have my skincare for every day. So I'm not gonna rely, or I'm not gonna necessarily say buy this concealer because of the skincare, but rather because the coverage, how lightweight it is, how long wearing it is, how smoothing it is, and the radiance that it gave me without really showing that very, you know, some concealers, when they say that they are radiant or that they have some sort of illuminating effect, sometimes for those of us that we have dark under eye circles, we get these very ugly gray cast on our dark under eye circles, and it looks unflattering. It looks so bad. And with this concealer, is not the case. Super happy that I got it. If you were eyeing it and you were thinking, I want to get it, I will say, go for it. It's a really good concealer. Definitely, I'm going to be giving it a try more and more, and you will see most likely on a favorites video. Anyhow, my friends, I hope that you really enjoyed this video, that you found it helpful and informative. Let me know if you have tried this new concealer by Chanel, the Sublimage Le Correcteur YEUX, and let's just continue the conversation on the comment section down below while you're at it. And if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram, as well as my TikTok. My TikTok handle is just a little bit different than my Instagram and my YouTube channel. Instead of Hey Jacqueline on TikTok, I'm Hey, Jacqueline. Thank you so much again for watching. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye. Wait. I'm so sorry. I never tried this baby. Oh my goodness. It has been such a long day. Sorry, but let's just open it up right here. I took the cellophane wrap and okay, this is glass. Very beautiful. Let me show it to you. I already opened it. It smells so good, and this looks pearlized. Okay, let's see the consistency. It's supposed to be a gel, but it's kind of liquidy. Wait a second. Okay, that Coco Mademoiselle scent has dissipated, and it actually feels more like putting alcohol. Do you see any shine? I mean, I see the sparkles of glitter. And a little bit of the Mademoiselle scent, definitely. But it feels more like the perfume with added sparkles, but not on a spray. Let me just check. Okay, the first ingredient is alcohol. The second, water. And the third one, parfum. So more alcohol in there. Glycerin as a fourth ingredient, but honestly, just shake it. No, it's very liquidy. Okay, definitely I will give you a feedback on this one, but to me, this one, yeah, it's not a gel. It goes like if you're putting just perfume, like if you were spraying the perfume on your hand and then passing it through, and the sparkles, you cannot even see them, which in a way may be good for you because if you're looking for something pearlized, but it's honestly not even like truly pearlized. I mean, a little bit, but not that much. Yeah, it's kind of like having just like a perfume in this bottle. I thought it was gonna give me some sort of hydration and be a little bit, you know, like soothing and smoothing and kind of like serum-like, but it's not. It's not. It's a nice product though, but like I said, it doesn't have that, you know, like I'm putting a body oil or a body gel. Like it's, I mean, like, and even thinking about body gel, you may think, oh, this is, you know, a body gel to wash yourself. It's not. It was supposed to give some sort of hydration, and it's not showing. It's not showing. But I mean, it's nice nonetheless. Obviously, I will let you know if this will last in terms of the scent. Is the Coco Mademoiselle scent as beautiful as that? But I don't know if this will last throughout the day or if this, I'm pretty sure this will not replace your fragrance. But anyhow, friends, so sorry about that. I forgot, but there's my 2 cents right here. And then I will keep you posted of what I think about this body gel in another video. Okay, bye-bye.